Today is a big day because we are launching tasks on our iPhone app. So if you've been using Reflect for at least a few months now, you probably remember we launched tasks on the desktop app. And a lot of the same functionality exists here on the iPhone app. So I'm controlling the screen you're seeing here, and you'll notice that it looks a lot similar to the desktop app. So I've got tasks all around some notes here. The ones on my current daily note show up as current, and I can even add them under a note section there. So if I go back to my daily note, you can see that this task for the pharmacy is not connected to anything, and these other ones underneath the marketing campaign show up underneath that label. Tasks for the future show up as upcoming, and you can even add tasks to other notes. So I've got a side project note where I've added some tasks around planning and whatnot. So there's a couple of things that I should note here. So first of all, you can just add tasks directly from this Task Manager tab. And if you didn't notice, it's now a tab on the bottom there. You'll see it says tasks and it's highlighted. So you can add tasks directly through here. You can schedule them for the future. You can, of course, delete them. And you can pull up that screen just by tapping on the text of any one of these tabs. So I can manage it all from right here, whether it's just completing it or maybe, again, I want to schedule it for a different date. I can also visit the note that it lives on. So if I tap that, this goes to the note that I originally placed it on, but you see I have a schedule here. And so if I click on this note, it also shows up in my incoming backlinks, which is really, really nice. All right, what else do we have here? So up top here on the three dots on the top right-hand corner, I can tap that and I can archive completed, which these two tasks that are checked already, if I hit archive completed, you see they disappear. I can also filter the tasks, whether by pinned tasks, that's if I have a pinned note. So actually, let me go give that a whirl here. So here in my ideas, I've got some fake ones in here for my demo video. So if I go add, let's say, a fake task here. And by the way, right now I'm just tapping that button on the editor menu. I don't think, oh yeah, it does kind of highlight it a little bit. You can see I'm toggling back and forth between a regular checkbox and a circular task. So I can just write in, I'll just write in test thing. I don't know what to write there. And then if I kind of go back, you now see that as a pinned task under a pinned note, which is what it lives in. And if you haven't used the other tasks before, by the way, I should clarify that this is how we differentiate between tasks and normal checklist items. So here, if I turn, actually, I'll do this pharmacy one. Maybe I don't want it to show up in the tasks tab. So I'm going to turn it into a normal checklist item. And then if I go back to the tasks, you see that it no longer shows up in this list here. And by the way, these sync really fast with the desktop app. You can, I had them each open earlier, and it's like a second or two between when it updates between the computer and the mobile app. So very, very nice there. Finally, just a few things to mention. A couple of people might be wondering about, interoperability between other tasks, things like Todoist or things. If you are an extensive tasks user with lots of complex workflows, you're probably going to want to still use those apps or check them out. Our purpose with the Reflect Tasks feature is just to have a very, very simple aggregate view where you can manage your tasks from, and it just collects them in all one place. They're not all scattered around your note. I also should mention that just like all of your notes in Reflect, apart from the AI features, the tasks are encrypted. So that's amazing, but does come with some inoperability in terms of syncing. So again, if that's something that's really important to you, that is an area where you might need another app besides Reflect, because we're never going to try and be this super, super fancy tasks manager. So I think that's it. I think that's all that I have to mention for this. So go try it out. It's really, really nice. The team did a fantastic job implementing this, because adding a new feature like this to a mobile interface is really tricky, and we want to keep it minimalist. So I think the team did a great job.